Alright, this is my fish Fa fin lake. They are calico fantail goldfish. Got them at a local pet store almost 5 years ago. And the bigger fish here, Fa, gets swim bladder disease often and was suffering from it this morning, is still recovering a little bit, but as you can see is doing much better if you saw my video beforehand. And this is hours later, like later on in the day. Video was taken at 5, it's 11 now. 12 now, sorry. And I just wanted to do a little tutorial on what to do if your fish gets swim bladder. This right here is a 36-gallon tank. I put in, what you want to do is you want to get Epsom salt, because in this case, typically you can just use some peas, but he wasn't eating earlier, so I just went to the store, my local Meijer store, and just got some Epsom salt. As you can see, it says it's a saltine laxative, and what that does is if your fish is constipated, it will help relieve the fish. And also another natural laxative or something high in fiber for the fish are just regular peas, and those work wonders. That's what I always use, but today he wasn't eating, so I had to resort to the Epsom salt. With the Epsom salt, I just took, as you can see here, just a tablespoon. Since this is a 36-gallon tank, you put about a tablespoon. You can put per gallon, but for an entire tank, but I wasn't sure about the measurements because I thought that seemed like quite a bit. So what I did, I just put in 4 tablespoons, so for my 36-gallon tank, so you can, do whatever you think is best for your tank. I'd put about 1 to 2 tablespoons for a 10-gallon tank, 1 for 5. But just read up and double check on that. And I just kind of put it in this thing and soaked in some water and poured it in there slowly. As far as the pea, you just take some peas, you put them in the microwave from frozen, and pop it in the microwave with a little bit of water. To cool it down, I'll put some running cold water on the peas and just make sure that they're cool to the touch before I put them in the tank. And what you want to do is you want to take off the shells of the peas. So how you do that, I usually just bite a little bit, and then it just literally comes right off. So I'm just going to squish the pea into the tank, and the fish will eventually eat the pea. You can squish them if your fish isn't a giant like mine. Mine can eat them whole, no problem. But if you have a smaller fish, you want to mash up the peas first, and then just kind of, put the mashed stuff in there and they'll eat it. I'll probably fast Fa for a couple days just to make sure that he's feeling better and whatnot. I'll still feed him peas and roughage, some change up his diet for a little bit, and that's always a good thing to get their digestive system back in order. So, and what I've found, I use this advanced nutrition, and it works fine, but it's always good to keep some rough diet, like peas and roughage, lettuce. If you look online, there's a bunch of stuff that you can feed your fish that's really good for their diet. and keeping their systems all clean and awesome. And I hope this helps anyone with fish that have had a swim bladder. As you can see, it's not a useless situation.